Hey y'all, how you doing? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all well. This morning it is 10:06 where I'm from and very cold. Yes, yes. I went out this morning to take my cat to get a grooming, right? All your cat lovers out here got cat animals, all right? I had my cat since she was about maybe, I don't know, 5 months old. I don't know, somewhere around there. Baby though. And almost 2 years. May will be 2 years when I got her. So my thing is, she been getting groomed. I say like a month after I had her, somewhere in uh June, I think. So I got her in May. June, she got took her to start getting the nails clipped and all that stuff. You know, you gotta do that while they're young, because if you don't, they ain't gonna want to go. And it's already still like a fight. She don't want to go, but it ain't too bad. You know, she don't give us that bad of a trouble. But just imagine if almost 2 years I never took her, right? But anyway, never had a problem, y'all. Now, never had a problem. The lady that used to do her, she left, so she trained another girl. But there's another girl that was there, because you have certain days that they do cats, and then dogs is mostly, but you may have like 3 days out of the week for cats. But like I said, this lady that left, she was good with her. She was quick. I ain't had no problems, right? And there was another young lady that's there now. She did her like one time, and had a when she brushed her, gave her the little bath thing. I don't like to put her in a whole lot of water, but they give her this waterless bath. Um, Clean her up real good, and never had a problem. Never had a problem. Anybody, never had a problem. Not too many people did her, but I can count on one hand how many people did her. Um, but it was always that regular person, unless she was busy or something. Well, anyway, long story short, my cat run my house. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to a certain extent, she could just do whatever she want to do in here. This is her home. She's a good cat. She's very, very good, and she don't go outside. She's a house cat. Like I said, she's the baby of the house. She did what she wanted. So, you know, when she leave here, and go to someplace else, it's different. So, last month I took her, and that's when I found out that the lady that used to always do her, she left. So this one girl did her, and when I tell you, in the car coming home, I can smell something. And I'm like, what the heck? Did you letting out gas back there, girl? Right? And come to find out, I get her in the house, she had done pooped in her carrier. So I'm like, that's not her. She never. And I tell you, like I say, it's she been going it's a year and a half since she been going there, and that never happened. So I'm sitting up here like, what the heck, you know? So I called back up there, and I was like, what happened? Like, because she had a little waterless bath, and they said they put her in the dryer, but I think before the young girl didn't put her in the dryer. I don't know, but she just never did that. So I was just like, okay, we're gonna see what happens next month. So, I noticed this morning she was a little bit more than she give us. Like I said, because she ain't happy to go no way, but she was just like a little bit more. I don't want to get in here. But she got in there, and same girl did her. Come home again in the car. I'm smelling something. She pooped again. By the time we get in the house, she pooped again in her carrier. And like I say, she's been going to them since she was a baby, and that never happened. So I'm like, what? But when you call them, like when I called them last time, it was like, oh, she's probably stressed. From whom? Who's she stressed from? She run this shit up in here. She's not stressed about nothing up in here. She's stressed when she gets there. And I'm like, like, do she not like this girl? Like, I'm like this. I don't care if you work with animals or not. That don't mean everybody like them. I don't know. I just feel something down in my spirit. I don't know. I don't know. So, and then when it happened the second time, and I'm like, and then I call back up there, and I explain the situation again. The first thing they want to say, oh, she was stressed. Once again, from whom? Who's stressing her? Because like I say, she run through here, do whatever the hell she want to do. She's not stressed up in here. So it's like when I feel like you get to somebody you don't like, then you're stressed because you don't want to be with them or whatever. I don't know. But like I say, it's just something. It's just something. So, and I do feed her before I go. I fed her like an hour before we left. And I've always fed her. I always feed her in the morning because I wanted her to feel comfortable. At least she can be like, well, she ate something. And you know what I'm saying? And she still had never did anything like that. Now she's pooping on herself. So now I'm like, okay, I don't want to probably next month. I take her once a month. Next month I'll be like, I don't want to give her nothing. I'm not going to probably give her anything that morning until she comes back just to see what happened. But I know I always do. And it never happened before. So I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, I called back and asked for a young lady that had done her before and it never happened. I told her what happened. And, she feels bad. She said she might have been stressed. But like I say, from who? She not stressed here. She didn't get stressed till she got there. So, anyway, so I just told her, I said, well, I would like next time I come, if you can do her, and then I can see if anything happens. Then, I don't know. And I'm not going to try to feed her in the morning because, I just want to see what happens. And I know this young lady did her before, and she did her real good. She got a lot of hair off. And the crazy thing is, I kind of was like watching the girl. I don't know if she's seen me. I was outside the glass. I was watching. And I really didn't like the way she didn't brush her enough, for real. And I'm looking and I'm like, she didn't brush her stomach enough to get a lot of hair under there. Still a lot of hair under there. You paying for these services. But I just said, okay. And I didn't want to say nothing, but, and I usually tip, but you ain't get no tip today because I felt like you didn't deserve a tip. But because what I seen, I didn't see that you did your best. And I always gave a tip every time I leave. I don't care who it was. If the regular one didn't do it, she got somebody else, I gave them a tip. But I'm like, I feel like if I'm watching you, I don't know if you see me or not. So I didn't give a tip this time. I didn't feel like she deserved it. But y'all know cat lovers, leave a message. Some comments I turn off, but if the comments are on, write down what you may think. What you think that could be the problem. Could she be stressed out because she don't want to be with this person that's grooming her? I don't know, but I know this has never happened in a year and a half. This just started happening last month. Matter of fact, I think it was, October. Yeah, so it was October because it was like a Monday. Yeah, towards the end of October. So, but yeah, never happened. I'm just, just don't know. Cat lovers, let me know what y'all think. All right. Well, y'all have a blessed day and hope all goes well. I'm so disgusted about my Eagles game last night, but once a fan, always a fan. And no matter what, go Eagles. That's all I'm going to say. Always a fan. So, all right, well, y'all have a blessed day. And always put God first. Always. No matter what you feel you're going through, sickness, anything you're going through, put God first and pray about it. And see what happens, right? I believe you're going to be okay. All right, gotta go, y'all. Peace.